Imagine if this iconic part of both Kansas City, Kansas and Kansas City, Missouri was transformed into this.
It's available and it sits on both sides of the state line. So one of the things I'm most excited about for this project is it's both a Kansas and Missouri project.
Sports architect David Manica along with developer Rob Heineman have proposed just that, keeping the dimensions the same as the K as not to alter the analytics while also doing their best to mirror the iconic Crown scoreboard. Manica says there would be ample parking, the stadium sitting in Kansas looking back towards the city, and the mixed-use district in Missouri.
We're not trying to recreate Kauffman Center and the Arrowhead out at Truman Sports Complex. We're trying to do something different for the city, something that's proven to be very successful in other cities.
But everyone is not sure the idea would work, i.e. how do you pay off Kansas Star bonds if the district designed to generate new sales tax revenue sits in Missouri? One of those detractors, State Senator David Haley.
But it would be a non-starter for the use of star bonds.
Who has a different idea. He thinks the best way forward is here. A stadium still looking towards KC Mo, but located in the Fairfax district of Kansas.
I believe that this is an opportunity for the metro area, for one Kansas City.
Fox 4 reached out to the developer on the rendering released last night. Rob Heineman we called and texted and have not received a response.
It's going to take an army of people to make good decisions and want to work together.
So whether the stadium will be right here in Kansas City, Kansas, or over there in Kansas.
I really think it's a great idea to have the ballpark where they set those in that location. I want a more vibrant area. And Royals moving downtown would be where I want to see it. Or North Kansas City would be my third option. If they want to move it down to Wyandotte, that's fine. It's a more vibrant area than West Bottoms. I'd like to see the Chiefs move to the racetracks if the Chiefs would like to do that, and they get more for the economy, Super Bowl, Final Four, possibly more concerts in the winter. But if this is the last resort to the stadium, of course I'd rather than move it there than out of state. I just don't know if it would work there. My fourth choice would be downtown for the Royals, if not the racetracks. And I guess if third choice would be North Kansas City, fourth choice would probably be down by the West Bottoms. As of right now, I see the Chiefs moving to Kansas because Missouri doesn't seem like they want it. And if they don't want it, Kansas seems to be giving them the right offer. Now, two teams playing in two different states would give only one team that they would have to pay for Kansas City, Missouri, if the Chiefs would move to Kansas. I think the best option for the Chiefs is to move to Kansas. Laura Kelly says it's not in her negotiations to decide where the Chiefs play in Kansas. It's somebody else's job. Let's listen in to that.
And Kansas Governor Laura Kelly speaking for the first time since she signed legislation for star bonds last week. That's sales tax and revenue aimed to get the Chiefs and Royals over the state line. Fox 4's Jonathan Ketz joins us live now from Edwardsville. So, John, you talked to the governor this afternoon?
Yeah, that's right, Bria. Governor Kelly was here today to talk about a sidewalk expansion project that will get students closer to this school, a project that will cost $250,000 and should be ready by August. But after the prepared remarks were made, Bria, almost all the questions asked to Governor Kelly surrounded around the Chiefs and the Royals. When people think that you're trying to steal the Chiefs from Kansas City, Missouri, what do you say to them?
I did not make any overture to the Kansas City Chiefs. Actually had very little to do with pushing the star bonds changes through. That really came from outside groups.
That was part of Kansas Democratic Governor Laura Kelly's response Thursday. She followed that up by saying she really had nothing to do with the legislation. The governor was also asked what the next steps are in this process now that she has signed the bill.
I don't really have any more steps. I'm not negotiating with the Chiefs. to bring them over here. So for me, nothing.
Governor Kelly did say, however, she spoke to Chiefs Chairman and CEO Clark Hunt and Team President Mark Donovan when all of them were in Washington, D.C. on May 31st.
Yes, I exchanged words with both Mark and Clark, and it was all in good fun. And there was no negotiating, there was no trying to lure them. There's none of that. It was just good fun.
We're going to be competitive.
In Jefferson City today, Missouri Republican Governor Mike Parson talked to Fox 4's Missouri Capitol Bureau reporter Emily Manley. He told a bit of a different story. The governor telling Manley he'll be having conversations with a lot of different people in the Kansas City region soon.
I'll be talking about what we think may be the future and how we may put something together to both for the Royals and for the Chiefs, and to see who else is involved in it.
Governor Parson also told Manley the state of Missouri is in a much better financial state than the state of Kansas. Her full report, Crystal, is coming up for you tonight on Fox 4 News at 10.
Jonathan Ketz, live outside Edwardsville in Kansas. Thank you for that.
Cheers and applause in City Hall tonight.
By your vote, we have scored a touchdown.
In an historic vote, the City Council approved the Jaguars Stadium of the Future deal.
Together, this is what we can accomplish. And I think this is a tremendous night for the city of Jacksonville.
We did it.
Almost 30 years after the Jaguars joined the NFL, the $1.4 billion deal will keep the Jags in Jacksonville for decades to come.
So we have an agreement. That means soon we will have more work to do. But tonight, let's celebrate like it's 1993. We did it again.
Yeah, we did it again. That's the phrase the Jaguars are using to celebrate tonight's vote. It's stamped on this new rendering of the stadium that the team released tonight.
Jaguars owner Shad Khan released a statement saying the belief and determination of Dolores and Wayne Weaver to make the Jacksonville Jaguars a reality more than 30 years ago was reaffirmed today by the leadership of Mayor Donna Deegan, her team, and the Jacksonville City Council. The message then and now should be clear: never doubt Jacksonville. It is now up to the NFL to sign off on this deal.
News for Jax reporters Eric Avenier and Alicia Hatcher. They've been getting reaction from city leaders as well as people who live and work downtown. We begin with Alicia, who was there at City Hall tonight.
Legacy bill is what several city council members called this stadium deal before voting tonight. A standing ovation filled council chambers after Jacksonville City Council approved the new Jaguar Stadium deal to build the so-called Stadium of the Future. Council agreed to invest a little more than $775 million toward the $1.4 billion ticket price for the renovations. What is not included in this deal is most of the $300 million investment for the community benefits agreement. Incoming Council President Randy White created an amendment along with the mayor's office to keep $56 million in this bill for parks development. Before a vote was made, several council members shared their thoughts.
I will still not be able to participate in the vote nor the conversation.
Council members Kevin Carrico and Terrence Freeman abstained from voting due to conflicts. But in the end, the bill was passed in a 14-1 vote.
By your vote, we have scored a touchdown.
We caught up with Council President Ron Salem after the meeting to get his reaction.
I'm relieved that it's over, because it was just a lot of work working with all the players. The schedule was very aggressive. Council members were concerned about the aggressive nature of it, but I made sure all their questions were answered.
Do you feel your goal was achieved?
Absolutely. I wanted the vote to occur tonight and vote this thing out, and we did it at 7:30 in the evening. That's pretty good.
Mayor Donna Deegan was also in attendance to witness the moment.
This is a historic day for our city, and I'm just, as I said to the council, this is what we can do when we all row together and we focus on a goal together. I mean, look at how fast we pushed that through.
The stadium deal will now go before NFL owners in October. Council will go on break until mid-July, and when they return, their next focus will be on the CBA. For now reporting, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.